Today we are going to talk about the Built to Spill show on the same night of the Marika Hackman show, which me and Samantha accidentally bought tickets for each other for the same night. So we both went to the separate concerts. So this is the one I went to. It was Built to Spill, and they were touring their 30th anniversary of There's Nothing Wrong with Love, which is my favorite album of theirs. And to my surprise, Quasi was opening for them. Yeah, so it was the first night of them touring with Built to Spill, so they definitely made sure to bring the heat. Janet's, her drum set and the drum mix and her performance were all amazing. She's an explosive drummer, and like them together playing, like it was just explosive is probably like the best word to describe it. I love the tone of Sam's keys. Yeah, he had like this like kind of chaos pad thing, and he would reach over with his foot and just make noise with it. Yes, their vocals together, I mean the vocals and the harmonies just sounded fantastic, and the vocal mix was great too. And then when I looked up the set lists on Setlist FM, they hadn't figured out the last song, so I had to do some digging, and it was called R&B Transmogrification. And it's just, that is an epic, it was just an instrumental. I saw them move the mics and I was like, oh man, shit's about to go down. And it went down, and it was a really cool, just insane ending. It just, again, explosive energy. I'm definitely converted to a huge Quasi fan now, so that was a really good time, and I was really happy that I got to see that when I definitely didn't expect it. Yeah, and Built to Spill, they opened up and they sound checked with Fool's Gold from When the Wind Forgets Your Name, which that's one of my favorite songs off that album. And then when that song ended, there was like a moment, a nice little pause, and then he went right into In the Morning, which has always been my favorite song on There's Nothing Wrong with Love. I just love the way those lead guitars just kind of bloom at the very end of that song. And I mean, pretty much from the beginning of doing the album, it was just one big sing-along with the audience, that was just so great. That's always the best kind of thing to get to be a part of. Yeah, and Big Dipper was another one that was really great to see live, and get to see like the solo happen. And then normally they've been a three-piece for a while, so it was cool to have the original cellist come in there, and the cello just really added a lot in that fourth spot, and it was that solo was awesome to get to see live like that. I am jealous I didn't get to be at any shows after this one, because I saw that them and Quasi kind of super grouped and kind of played together on some stuff as well, and that would be really cool to see. I'd love to see that. And yeah, I mean, it was just overall an amazing show. The band had a great energy. The bassist was like kicking around and jumping all over the place, and yeah, everybody just really brought a great energy to the stage. And with the cello, it was really great to see songs like Fling live. I loved The Source is another song I really like a lot. The twinkling guitars on Twin Falls was awesome. Dystopian Dream Girl was really fun, especially hearing everybody sing along to the David Bowie line. And yeah, and then it went to Israel Song and Stab, and they kind of closed out the main portion of the set with that. I mean, obviously, with these anniversary shows, they always come back and do a few non-album songs, but yeah, it was just amazing to get to hear this album I love so much live. They were gone for a bit, and then yeah, the audience started chanting "Built to Spill, Built to Spill," and then they came out for the encore, and they opened that up with Time Trap. I was hoping to get to hear Carry the Zero just because they had the cello there, but no Carry the Zero. But I love that song. I love Time Trap. I actually have a Time Trap T-shirt that's old and worn out, but I still keep it for keepsake. And of course, people were shouting for "I Would Hurt a Fly." It was the second to last song in the encore, and then they close it off with "When I'm Blind" from Untethered Moon, which is a really long song. But it was cool. I mean, you know, it's like it's same thing with Traces. They did that one too, and they I felt like that went a little long too. But it's cool to hear kind of Doug and the cellist jam, and because you know Bill Spill's a rock band, so I love getting to hear just a night of rock and roll. But yeah, overall, it was an amazing night. If you're able to see any of these bands on tour, definitely go do that. You're gonna have an amazing experience. I'm so grateful to get to hear "There's Nothing Wrong with Love" 30 years later, and see them tour it. And I'm glad I still went, even though we messed up our ticket situation. So yeah, it was a great night, and go check out those bands, go support them, and make sure to go follow at Mr. Igloo Band on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Check us out on Bandcamp, get some merch, and we're also streaming on all platforms. And stay frosty.